For those who don't know, Organic is a digital marketing and advertising agency headquartered in San Francisco. And the Broadfeed project was an iPad application that makes web content shared on Twitter easy and engaging to read. It scrapes Twitter lists and personal feeds to source a unique range of content, which is then compiled into a newspaper-like layout for optimal reading on the iPad. Organic created this application in-house, and it reimagines the print newspaper for a world that increasingly discovers its news through social networks and consumes it on mobile phones and touchscreen and tablet computers. It's an iPad app that prioritizes content for the Twitter user based on what their social network is sharing. And most importantly, it's an internal initiative. This is not done for a client. So in this sense, Organic was functioning as a startup.
Imagine if you could have all the web content that to you in a clean, easy-to-read format. With Broadfeed, a new iPad application, you can. Here's how it works. To get started, sign into the app using Twitter. Or, if you don't have a Twitter account, just go ahead and start browsing Broadfeed. You'll still be able to tap into all the news that matters to you. When you sign in, the first thing you see is your feed. Here we see all the stories your sources are sharing, sorted by popularity. The more an article is shared by your network, the more prominent it appears. To see the source of a story, simply swipe from right to left across the box. Now that you know the basics, let's start exploring. To view a full article from your feed, simply tap the box and the content loads the way it looks on the original page. Tap the clean option, and Broadfeed gives you a new version that's easier to read. You can always see who shared a piece of content by tapping the tweet bar down here. To share an article via Twitter, email, or Facebook, just tap the share option. Now, let's say you want to adjust your feed to show articles over a longer or shorter period of time. Tap the time frame drop-down menu, select the desired time frame, and your feed automatically adjusts. Broadfeed can display more than just articles. Tap the photo grid icon on the top right, and your feed reconfigures to show all the pictures your sources are sharing. By tapping the thumbnail, you can view the image in detail. To view the accompanying article, just tap the headline. Broadfeed also has something we call the Week in Review. This feature shows you the most popular stories from across the entire Broadfeed network over the course of the previous week. Just tap the days of the week to see the most popular stories by day. It's a great way to make sure you never miss a big story. Broadfeed's directory of lists is a great way to tap into content you'll love, and anyone can access lists, so you don't need a Twitter account. To browse the directory, tap the Lists drop-down menu. There are hundreds of lists in the directory, and it's growing all the time. Just scroll to find ones that are right for you. When you select a list, you see a preview of the content being shared. If you decide to follow the list, Broadfeed automatically pulls the shared content into your feed. So that covers it. Now start browsing Broadfeed and discover the news that matters to you.
For instance, in China, we started out using a turtle shell as a communication device. And the Greeks and Romans, they started to use scrolls. And of course, the most famous you mentioned, the printing press. And I think going closer to what we're facing today really is another wave of explosion of information creation, especially a new way of creation, sharing, discovery, and consumption. I think really the golden age of digital writing really started out as an invention of the blog print. Because before that, yes, people are using GeoCities, people are using angel files. Nobody remembers anymore. But today, like there's a new type of writer called bloggers or tweets, and people start consuming differently. So we, as digital designers, our team really tries to solve this new problem by creating new solutions.